said from day one on this situation, we have to be smart. We're at a place we've never been before. Emotions run high. Be smart. Follow numbers, follow data, talk to experts. Don't get political. Even in this election year, even at this partisan time in this country where everything is political and everything is polarized, not now. And respond to facts and data and experts, not to emotion, which also runs very high right now. If we do this right, it is a science reopening. It's not a political exercise. It is a science. It can be based on numbers and data. And that is true. Everybody wants to reopen. Caveat is, reopen, but don't reopen in a way that increases the spread of the virus, doesn't increase the rate of the spread of the virus. Well, how do you know that? You can test. You can get numbers, test, get a sample and see what's happening. You know that if the rate of transmission goes over 1.1, you are in an outbreak, you're in an epidemic. So you don't have to guess. It's not what it feels like. Get the numbers, do the testing, get the numbers, rely on the numbers. The second fact you have to deal with as a science in this formula, do you have the hospital capacity available if that rate of infection increases? Don't go above 70% capacity, so you have a 30% buffer, so we don't wind up in the same mad scramble that we were in last time. Make sure you have ICU beds with the 30% capacity. And make sure you have enough equipment. We're not going to go through who has a mask, who has a gown, who knows someone in China. Let's have at least a 30-day supply of stockpiled equipment, ventilators, masks, gowns, gloves, etc. They are facts, it's science, it's data. Then what's testing? Testing, then you trace, then you isolate, and that remains the key to controlling the rate of infection. The testing is how you monitor the rate of infection. What's happening to the rate as you increase the economy, the economic activity? I will take a test, and we'll test enough people so we have enough data to make a decision. We're increasing the number of tests. It's hard. Nobody's done it on this scale before. There's been a lot of back and forth. Met with the federal government, met with the president. We have now a partnership in how to do testing. We're ramping up testing. We're moving very quickly in this state. We do more tests in this state than in any other state in the United States. We do more testing in this state than any country on the globe per capita, so we're doing it well, we're doing it aggressively. We've increased from about 20,000 tests to about 30,000 tests per day, and we're still ramping up, and that's good. More to do on testing and more to talk about on testing, but not today. Today we're going to talk about tracing, which is the second step after testing, right? You test, you now know what's happening on the infection rate, you can gauge your decisions based on that infection rate. Second step is trace those people who came up positive, all right? You tested, you have the data, you can adjust the opening valve, reopening valve. Now you trace. When you get a positive, you talk to that person and trace back who they have been in contact with. You then test those people, you then isolate those people so you don't increase the rate of infection. That's what tracing is.